What's up, everybody? I'm Dominique.
And I am Brandy, and we are your host of Hey Fave, a weekly podcast where two best friends get together and talk about everything and nothing at the same time. What is up with y'all? What's going on with y'all? What is up with y'all? What's going on with y'all? What's up, y'all? What's going
Hola,
on?
people. Hola, people. I hope you're well.
¿Cómo estás? Muy
Bien.
bien.
There we go. That's as far as I can
Muy,
get.
muy. I don't know.
Very, very, very. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus, help me. Yes. What we got going on? What we got going?
We have a random question of the day.
Oh, Lord. Help us.
It's an easy one. The question is, okay, if you were in a relationship and you guys plan a trip together, you guys end up breaking up, but the trip is already paid for. Are you still going or no?
I gotta go with him, or I'm going by myself.
I think it's set up where you got to go with him. Both of you already paid for it, so both. Do you go, or do you try to convince him to let you just go, or do you just let him go? Or
I ain't convinced. I'm not convincing nobody. Is it in the States or is it across the waters?
I don't know. Y'all just planned a trip.
Do we have to get on
Why
a
y'all went
plane?
together? Well, I guess
I ain't going. Not going.
What if you? Okay, so I guess there's two different. If he paid for it, I know you're not going. What if y'all split it evenly? Like y'all both covered the cost evenly.
Then somebody gonna have to get a room of their own.
And then what if
we
you
broke
paid
up
for it?
like this? No, because we grown. We ain't doing this little break up, get back together, break up, get back together. It's not happening. This
No,
is
y'all
not high
not back
school.
together. It's
This is not
just
college.
the trip was already planned. So
It probably depends on what happened. Like, are we still cool after our breakup?
mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a hard decision. If we went in half and half, then I don't know. But if he paid for it in full or something, I'm not going.
And what if you paid for it?
If I pay for it, he ain't going. I'm going by myself. Or I'm calling Dominique. She's going to be the second person to come.
Mm-hmm.
If she's not taken by her man.
Well, I'll just ask him, can I go? Be like, you cool? I need to go run over here with Brandy real fast.
To make her feel better. She's
sad.
I
gotta support my friend. She's going through a tough time.
Come help me. Come with me. I'm sad. But yeah, if I pay for it, he ain't going. Call Dominique. If he pay for it, I'm not going. If it's half and half and we split it, I don't know. Either he gonna have to get a separate room or I'm getting a separate room. And then it depends, because if it's like a nice place and it's like a resort, are you able to do that? It's not like a hotel where you could just go and get an available room, is it? Or you have to like book this ahead of time?
I'm sure you booked ahead of time, but like that's how people end up like upgrading once they get there. They upgrade to whatever's available. Like if there's a nicer room available. So I mean, if it's open,
well, I'll upgrade.
But do you want to risk it? Do you want to risk that though, or just call a like? Then you start trying to email or whatever. Can you change the reservation to 2 rooms instead of 1 and just pay the difference?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'll do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure will. But we will not be going together or staying together. We broke up for a reason. And we grown people, so. And then you're not my husband either? Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I mean, yeah, I don't. If it's refundable, that takes care of it.
Or
Just
that
get
if
the refund. But if
just
it's
go somewhere else.
non-refundable and it's somewhere I really want it to go, mm I do. Well, I do agree. Like, try to change the reservation because even
Mm-hmm.
if we there at the same time, we ain't got to hang around each other.
Mm-hmm.
If I paid in full, I would expect him to not be planning to go anymore.
He's not going.
No, I'm saying like that shouldn't
Well,
even
you're
be.
expecting that, ain't it? Yeah, got you.
He shouldn't
Hmm.
even be expecting to still be able to go. And then, like he
Yeah,
said, if he paid for it, nah, go take your trip, man.
yeah. I got the money. I'll go on my own. If it was a place I
Yeah,
really wanted to go,
yeah.
let me just. I'll go.
Mhm.
So.
Okay, that was easy. See, I told you,
Hmm.
nothing too crazy. I got you. I'm not gonna make you fuss all the
So y'all
time.
don't be messing up. So y'all can still go on y'all trip together.
Yeah, that'd be crazy though. Like, of course, when you're currently in a relationship, like you're not looking for the end, so you make all these plans, and then it's like
Yep.
y'all not together no more, and then now you got to deal with the aftermath of all that, like all the stuff you planned while you were
Hmm.
good or whatever. Okay, friends. What if it was a friend breakup or just you're friends and y'all not that cool no more?
Same situation.
Okay.
Same.
What if
You get the
what
same
if
treatment.
what if y'all were cordial, just not as close as you were when you planned the trip?
Mm-mm. What is happening right now? I don't know why they did that. We was cordial and what? Mm,
Okay.
mm. It's because of this. Thinking that
Was
it's
the focus or
very
the light?
dark. I think it's my focus. Focus on
Mm.
my face, just my face.
Oh,
No, they get the same treatment as the boyfriend. We can be cordial. I'm still not staying in the room with you, and it depends on what happened.
like why y'all not as close or not friends?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And for me, like I'm not gonna not be your friend for something super petty. You have to have actually had to do something to me for me not to be your friend or not to be cool with you. So if we ain't friends no more, you really did something stupid, and it's probably safe for us not to go on a trip together.
Lord.
I'm trying to protect you and me, so I won't go to jail. Because I mean, I'm always saying I'm gonna go to jail. Let me stop
Mhm.
speaking that into existence. We don't need that. We don't need that. But
Sure.
um, yeah, same treatment. Yep. Anywho.
Yeah. So I saw this post on one of them pages, Facebook, Instagram, where all the foolishness be. And there is a lady that does not want to date a mechanic because he offered to change her oil instead of um paying to do it. So her post was I need an oil change and I gotta pay for it myself. And that is also why I will not be his girlfriend. He offered to change the oil himself, but I'm a dealership girly. Open your pockets, Pookie. So that is his profession. He offered to do it for her, but she wants him to pay for her to go do it at a dealership instead.
And you'll be going to pay to yourself to take it to a dealership. You're so stupid. He ain't even your boyfriend. He just somebody you talking to right now. He don't have to do. He doesn't have to do nothing. 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 Not even as a boyfriend. He does not have to do nothing. Like what? And if I was your husband,
Girl, you gonna let
cussing
me go
you
change
out.
this oil and you gonna be happy about it.
Okay.
Or you gonna pay for it yourself.
Uh, absolutely. Because what? The dude, he is a mechanic. He does this for a living. And you would rather take your car to the dealership unless because sometimes I can be that way, unless you don't trust him to change your
Oil, right?
oil. Yeah. Because sometimes depending on the car, there's different ways on changing oil and things like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
even for my car, okay, so my last car, okay, now let me start from the beginning. High school to like college of junior year, I had a 92 Chevrolet Corsica. And anybody can work on that. And I could just send somebody, it'll be cheaper or whatever. But once
Mm-hmm.
I got my Chrysler, I still allow people to work on my car, but I was a little bit more skeptical because it's a newer car and then everybody don't know how to work. And then Chryslers, I think they a little different or something like that. Now that I have a Volkswagen, it's like, no, if you have a mom and pop shop and you just do this on the side, I'm not bringing you my car.
Mm.
Mm-mm. I'm not bringing it. I'm gonna take it to the dealership. I just don't have the time for it to be messing up. But also, this is not even her situation. I'm paying for mine. I'm not. Now again, like if this is something that you just do on the side as a hobby or whatever, I, I'm just gonna take it to the dealership. I just trust them to know where everything is, what's going on with it. Even though it may be cheaper, I just, you know what I think messed me up? When I took my Chrysler to Walmart to get an oil change,
Mm.
and somehow, some way, they messed up my battery. So they had the wires switched the opposite way or something,
Why would
and
they
it
even mess
killed my whole car. The whole car. It was in the shop for a couple months. And that
Mm.
was I was just getting the oil change. I was like, what y'all doing with my battery? Like what
Right.
why are y'all messing with my battery and I'm getting an oil change?
Very good question.
So yeah, they had to pay for all that. It like my car was I still have pictures of my Chrysler was all tore up. They had to fix everything. Everything electrical that was in there messed up. They had to fix it all. So I
Mm.
think and that was Walmart. That was still a but I don't I'm not I didn't take my car to Walmart ever again. I went somewhere else to yeah. But yeah, I think that's what messed me up. But yeah, she's crazy. She's only crazy because she's wanting him that is not her boyfriend or husband to pay for her to take her car to get an oil change at a dealership.
Mm-hmm.
No, you'll be paying. You need to pay for
And
that, ma'am.
instead of paying, he offered to do it for her.
Yeah. And like I said, I understand the well she didn't even she's not even saying, oh, like this is something he does on the side. She just want him to pay for the dealership price.
Mm-hmm.
So what is wrong? What is wrong? Like what? Open your pockets, Pookie. Open your pockets. Like what?
Yeah.
You telling a guy that's not even your boyfriend to open his pockets and pay for your oil change at a dealership.
And she's saying that is the reason she won't be his girlfriend
Okay,
because he's not paying for
sir.
stuff.
Sir, guess what? You've dodged a bullet, sir. Move on. Move all the way on. Because what? What is wrong with people? Have they lost their mind? Wait, I'm gonna pull that back up because have they lost their mind?
You know,
I'm a dealership girly. Well, you will be paying your own dealership girly money for an oil change.
I need an oil change. I need to remember to
I
go
do
do that
too.
soon.
I got a couple hundred more miles to go.
Hours.
Yeah, yeah,
I need to go do that
couple more
soon.
miles to go.
Um.
I don't like that price, but mm.
Well, I don't know. I'm not as particular. I do take it to the Mazda place, but I've taken it also to like the Haviland Express place near
Yeah, like
me.
I'll go
The
to
only reason,
Snappy Lube.
yeah, the only reason I hadn't been back, I needed I asked them to rotate my tires, and they said they didn't have the key to do it, and then they asked me where it was, and I had no idea what they were talking about to like unlock the things. Found out it was in my glove compartment. It was just
Mm,
buried. But I was like, because I was like,
mm.
Mazda never asked me for that. But then I was like, because it's a Mazda, they probably have all the things they need to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Because that's where I used to take the Eclipse all the time. So I'm just
Oh.
like, let me, and because I go to the place closer to my job, so who
Oh.
wants to drive 45 minutes just for an oil change or whatever? But
I gotta do it.
so
I
I do
gotta do it.
now. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. We're
Well,
not the ones.
Greensboro, that's about 35, 40 minutes. I would
Right.
take it to Winston-Salem, but I went to the Volkswagen there and they were a little rude. So I'm like, let me just go
That's
to the place that sold me my car.
that's why I don't go
They
to
are
the
way
Mazda here.
nice.
I called
Okay.
up there and just to make an appointment, and he had an attitude. I was like, you know
I,
what? I'll be in Durham. Don't even
right.
worry about it, sir. Don't even worry about
Tripping. Y'all tripping.
it.
Come on now.
um,
Get y'all lives together.
cool.
We just asking questions. Anywho.
All right. So I have another scenario for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was a guy. He went on a date, and he decided to test his date by pretending that he forgot his wallet. And there were some mixed reviews in the comments. I didn't screenshot the comments, but I kind of remember. All right, so here's what happened. He says, I took this female out to eat about 2 weeks ago and I tested her. We ordered our food and had a nice time just talking over food and getting to know each other. I'm not I'm not going to front. I was feeling shorty and not just because she was beautiful. Her mindset is what got me. But when we was done eating and I asked for the bill, the lady came back with it. I said, "Man, I left my wallet at home. You think you can pay for the food and I will give you the money back when I get home?" She just got up and left. All I could do was laugh and shake my head. But I guess no, but I goes in my pocket, pays for the bill, and leave a $10 tip. The lady said, "Thank you, and you are a very smart man. Sometimes you have to test them to see if they are the one or not." I never spoke to her after that.
Um, mm, I understand why he did it.
Hmm.
I understand. You testing people. But darn it, we don't have time for no darn games. Why are we grown playing games? What?
See,
Even if
that's
she did pay for it, then that still don't tell you that she the one. Like,
oh well, of course not the one, but at least that's like maybe that would have give him an indicator to keep talking to her, like to know she's not just money focused or whatever. I guess it was like a test to see if he was, yeah, to see if she'd be willing. Like, cause you know how there a lot of dudes' mindset is, oh, she just sees me as a meal ticket or whatever.
Yeah,
Or some of these girls, they're like, I'm just going for a free meal. So like that's his way of seeing whether or not like that's her mindset, or if she'd be willing to, rock with him or hold him down if he ain't got it. Um so I get that, but a lot of people were in the comments. I have a problem with his question, but finish this thought first. Some people in the comments were like, well, no, she's the one that dodged the bullet since you like to play games, blah blah blah, or
both of
um
them.
my thing is, he say he left his wallet. Can he pay her when he get home? Why didn't he say like, can you pay for it and I'll cash app you? Like, why did he have to get home first to pay her back?
Yeah, because in my mind, like I'll give grace, and like we said in the last episode, like we make sure we have our own anyway, just in case
Mhm.
something stupid like this happen and people want to play games. But in my mind, you say wait till you get home. I'm thinking, oh, he's never gonna pay me back for that.
I'd
He's not gonna
ask
pay
him.
me.
I'm like, why you got to be home? You don't got catch up. You don't got cash up.
Yeah,
How am I get it?
I would ask.
How am I get it when you get home? I'm not going to your house.
That's another thing. So you see how playing games just
But I mean, was it petty or childish to like test her? Maybe. But was she wrong for just getting up and leaving just because he didn't have it? Or should she have?
I'm like kind of neutral on that because again for me, I give grace, and if you truly left your wallet and I didn't think you was playing games or whatever, I'm like, you know what? Fine, that's fine. Just cash at me, Venmo me, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
But if he literally does, because my only thought process is if he literally, so he's saying he left his wallet, so he don't got it. So you just gonna get up and walk and leave him there to figure it out, your food and his.
yeah. So that like that wasn't. Yeah, that was yeah. So I'm like, how did he pay for it then? How did
He
he
had his
pay?
wallet. He was just kidding. Like once she got up and
Oh, he
left,
did have his wallet.
yeah, he was just seeing what she would do.
I wish I would quit playing these games though. You know what? This has never been a problem. Maybe you know why I think it became a problem when some of the dumb females started saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna date for a meal." I think that's probably when it started turning like, "Oh no, she ain't gonna just take me. We not just gonna go on a date for no meal. She gonna pay for I." You see what happens when y'all be doing dumb stuff? Now everybody's just kind of like on guard. Everybody got their wall up. Everybody's on guard. Everybody want to test people and play games. At our big age, I don't even know how old this dude is, but he looked like he my age or
I
older.
mean, I get why he did it. I'm not
I
saying
get
it was
it, but I
right,
don't like it.
but I also
Both of
don't
them
think she
wrong.
was right to leave him.
Yep, both of them
And
wrong. She, yeah, left him with the full check and
well, that's
him
just like
playing.
these jokers be out here saying, "Oh, do something active or take your date swimming on a first date because you need to see her without makeup and all of that." It's
Yeah, not knowing that. Well, I heard I don't wear a whole bunch of makeup like that, but I heard that there's now like setting spray that can get wet and won't mess up the face at all.
I recently
Like,
learned the difference between setting spray and fixing spray, but that's a whole nother.
oh,
Setting
see, I don't
spray
even know.
doesn't setting spray does not guarantee that it doesn't mess up. Setting spray is just to moisturize it and set it or something like that. Fixing spray is
Oh,
what most of us think is is what most of us need if we
oh,
wanted to
so it
like
won't
hold it
move.
in place. Fixing spray locks it in place. Setting spray like kind of just speeds up the moisturizing and setting process. I was
Had no
like,
idea. That's why I be sweating, be melting, and be falling off my
and you'd be
face.
like, why is it transferring? I put on setting spray.
Yeah.
It's because you
Mm-hmm.
needed fixing spray and not setting spray. Yep.
No
But
idea. See, learn something new every day. Had no idea.
yeah, but
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. So I mean, the ladies got glue now. We got fix and spray. You could throw us in the pool and we still come out. That's why I'm glad I
Also,
got
you come in the
locks.
pool, you are going in the pool also. I'm grabbing you and
And
you
never talking to you ever again. Just
ever.
know that. Know that. And
And I'm
hopefully you
probably
throw
gonna
me in
swing
the
on you
shallow
also.
end where I can still stand up. But yeah, it's over. Mm-mm.
I mean, like, it's
Eh,
just, I guess
Don't.
you're nobody's feel like anybody's genuine anymore. So it's like they do all these things to try to see, and it's like you get it kind of because it's
Mm-hmm.
like people have presented so many things. It's like I don't know what's real. I don't know, but just
Yeah.
be straight up with the person, you know. And then
Yeah.
it's like first date. Is that a test for the first date anyway? Like if you're
Yeah.
gonna test somebody to like just see where their mindset or their head
I'll
is the
probably do
first
it
date.
second, third.
You know, get through the first one first. Like he said he liked the girl. Now he not gonna see her no more. Like, um,
And that's why I say, like, I understand everybody being in a rush to go meet each other and stuff, but there needs to be some conversations, okay? There needs to be some questions asked of how you would react in this situation, how you would react in that situation. Do you expect the guy to pay on the first date? Everybody need to be real with their questions when talking to each other, to me, before even going on the date. At least a small conversation, and then maybe I could finish up the conversation at the date. But there needs to, like, the most important things that you want to know probably needs to happen before that first date, in my opinion.
I mean, he also could have just asked her. Like he could have done it in a scenario, like a playful. What would you do if I told you I left my wallet at home right now? Like instead of actually, like it could have been a question or a conversation. He didn't
Or
have to, you
that, or that,
know.
to see her reaction, and then
Yeah,
after you see her reaction, then you decide, all right, yeah,
mhm,
I'm probably not gonna
right.
continue this.
Cause like she could have just responded and like oh no I'd be out of here or something like, and he'd have clocked what he needed to clock right then without like actually trying to play out the scenario. He would have known
Mm,
what he needed to know and been able to move forward without,
yeah,
putting on a little skit.
yeah, yeah. Jeremiah, I'm sorry, but y'all both are wrong. Y'all play too much. Stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. Y'all, we are too grown to be playing. I don't even know how old this dude is, but again, still, like, we not in college. We not in elementary, high school. We are grown people. Why aren't we having a conversation? Why aren't we communicating? Why aren't we being grown and straight up and direct with things? Why do we have to always play games? I don't appreciate it. But anyway, uh, in
Okay,
other news,
what had happened? Uh-oh. So that was just to
in
get you
other
warmed
news.
up pretty much.
Oh, it's I'm warm.
uh,
I'm warm.
so today guys we just have a few just like relationship stories that we've seen across social media, and we just wanted to, I guess, share because we've already seen them. We're not really reacting to them. It's just acknowledging how crazy some of these are and letting you guys react to them if you haven't heard them.
Mm-mm-mm.
So yeah, that's pretty much what the rest of this is gonna be. We got
Yeah.
a few stories we just needed to share with y'all to get y'all's opinion. So we need y'all to actually like let us know in the comments what y'all feel about these stories. Okay?
Cause they stupid.
And then you also get to listen to Brandy fuss some more because that's what's gonna happen.
I can't. Lord.
Yeah, like some of these were just too crazy not to share, not to talk about. Like I've sent some of these to Brandy, and some of these Brandy had sent to me. Because the people be cutting up, as we seen already.
Like what?
Um. Okay. So first up, there was a wife. Well, okay, it was a husband and a wife. They got married young. Well, I guess it could be a what would you do? Anyway, neither here nor there. I just needed to let y'all know what we was about, what the type of stories we was about to run through. Anyway, there was a husband and a wife. They got married young, about 22. And when they got married, since they got married so young, they hadn't like finished doing all the school stuff, even though I was out before. And neither here nor there. They decided once they got married, they were each going to go back to school. They were going to take turns. The agreement was husband works while wife goes to school. And then once she gets out and gets the job she wants and all of that, she was going to work and put him through school. So that's what they did. Wife went to school first. She graduates, gets a really good job. So they decide to not take, they took out student loans to pay for her school. They decided to not do that once he went to school. And they started out paying out of their joint account. So they were both paying for it. At some point she loses her job, but she's like, "No, don't quit. You let me do this, so I want to do this for you. Don't quit. Don't drop out of school. I'm gonna figure it out." She ends up taking out a personal loan herself to cover his tuition. So then, little time goes on. She notices like his little patterns. He's staying out longer and all that. Things get weird, so she pretty much ends up calling up to the school, check on his schedule or whatnot, and finds out he's not even enrolled at the school. But mind you, these payments have been coming out regularly. She is funding him going to school. Research. She ends up finding out this man is using the money she's giving him to fund his family, his whole other family across town. So she took out a personal loan and she's pretty much funding his side family. Yeah. She did file for divorce. She got a really good lawyer, it sounds like. And, the lawyer's going to work things out for her. But yeah, bruh man. So she's in debt from hers going to school because they took out loans. She's in debt for taking out a loan to cover his school. And this man was just out here living crazy.
Jail. Jail. Well, no, not jail, because the lawyer that she has is actually looking into getting her money back
Mm-hmm.
from both the guy and the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it happens. I hope she gets every penny back.
Mm-hmm.
Because what? And then it seems like you had a wonderful woman who was willing to support you and go out of her way. They not married, right? They weren't even married.
They were. Yeah, they're married. They got
They
married
are
young.
married.
They've been together since they
Oh,
were
okay.
22. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he just he started a whole nother family across town and used his wife's money to to support that family.
Yeah, because you did.
Yeah.
You said they got a divorce. Yeah. Um,
She filed for
like
divorce.
I have no words, but I'm very glad that she has the lawyer that she has, because the lawyer look like she does not play, and that she about to get them for everything.
Hmm.
About
That's
to get
crazy.
every penny back from these people. I just don't. You had an obviously supportive wife, and obviously a wife who cared and loved you since y'all's young years. I don't know how old they are
I
now.
think they were like high school sweethearts and got married at 22. Or either way, they got married at 22. And they were married long enough for her to go to school. Let's just assume 4 years. So that's 4 years. And then he started school. And who knows how long they dated before. If they were high school sweethearts, they dated a long time. But if not, still. Um But they've been married at least 4 years, and then for however long he pretended to be in school, he was not enrolled in school. She took out a loan. Like, how terrible of a person do you have to be to let somebody do that? Like, she thinks like she's like, no, let me do this for you, and you just sit there and let her do it, and then you're cheating on her and using her money to fund another family.
I
That's
will
just
never understand. I won't understand. Like for the cheaters out there, like that doesn't make you feel like, because it takes so much work. Like I said before, to talk to multiple females. We are already a lot in our own, just being a female, okay? But some of us are a lot. I'm not gonna say we all are a lot, but you get the gist of what I'm saying, okay? It takes a lot of energy for one female. Like y'all don't get tired of like your energy being taken away, to sneak around, to be careful, to always watch your back, to like
some of them get a kick out of it. It makes them feel
why
good.
can't you just be single? You could
Also
be
that.
single and just be out here, but you're in a full on marriage,
Mm-hmm.
a full on marriage, and you do that to somebody who wasn't even doing you wrong.
Correct.
Obvious, it looked like it very supportive and
From
loving
what we
wife. From what we know. And then y'all wonder why, for the men who always talk a lot of junk about females, this and that, and all of that, y'all wonder why we then turn to masculine energy, taking care of ourselves, doing stuff on our own, acting the way that we act. Not because everybody don't act the same, but like we, like some of us don't need a guy. A lot of us are very tired. Like we're just tired. Like why? Why put your energy in that? It's like, no, don't nobody care about legacy no more. Like, yeah, I just want to just be with everybody. Just just giving yourself away to everybody. Like, don't you know that you're valuable? Like, everybody, guys and women, like y'all are valuable, and you're just giving your value, your goodies away to everybody, and then and then looking over your shoulder to say, "Oh, I hope I don't get caught." Like that don't make like yo that don't make you heavy. I don't know. Maybe
like
I'm
I
like,
said, some of them don't mind getting caught. Some of them, that's the thriller for them, and this because it's like it boosts their ego because they're like, oh, I got two of them, and she don't even know it. And they, or multiple. They feel good that they still pulling them, or some just don't care. It's like she can catch me. Some of them have the idea she can catch me and she ain't going nowhere.
and
That's
then some
Larry.
of them had the idea to commit violence. Like y'all don't think about that either. Like
Oh,
that. Oh, my partner or wife or husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, a person I'm dating or talking to might be crazy, and I might not want to try that because it could become dangerous. Like it even says that in the Bible. Like whatever. I'm not even. Yeah. It even tells you in the Bible that it's dangerous for a man to go after uh another man's wife and vice versa. But
well,
hey, do
yeah.
y'all? Huh?
I said, well, yeah, but it's not always them going after someone else's wife. That Oh, the side person is. Okay, never mind. I'm caught up.
No, I'm not. But y'all do y'all. Y'all go ahead now. Everybody catching diseases and stuff. People getting unalived for stupid stuff like this. People tearing up property for stuff like this. It just irritates me. Whatever. What's the other one? God, Lord Jesus.
Goodness.
This,
So this one was just nuts. Real
I'm
crazy.
sure. All of y'all
But
nuts.
this one, oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that cuz that one is crazy too. Yeah. So just another one. So this one is um okay, let's remember because there were three parts of the story. So I'm going to try to remember them all together. But the moral of the story, or the one main point, this girl found out her mom and her female best friend were dating each other behind her back. All right. So, starts out, there's a friend. She was supposed to go on a trip with her best friend and her boyfriend. So, her best friend and her best friend's boyfriend. I'm guessing it was going to be a couple's trip. Now, that makes more sense. But anyway, they were going on a trip, but best friend and boyfriend broke up. So then it was turning into a girls' trip because, like we are just saying, best friend sad, we got to go cheer best friend up. So they go on the trip. Best friend is acting all weird and sad, and she's like, "Hey, yo, what's wrong with you?" And she's like, "It just be like that, when you break up and all that." Um, but then like they go out to dinner because they have reservations, and they go out to dinner. Best friend is just like not even talking. She says something to her. She's like, "It's like pulling teeth just to get you to talk to me right now. What's going on?" And she just busts out crying and leaves the restaurant. So she leaves the restaurant. Shawty stayed there and eat her food because she was hungry. So but then she texts her friend and was like, "Hey yo, you good?" She didn't respond. She realized best friend. I'm gonna start quotations. Best friends. By the time we get to the end of the story, you know why? Because what? But yeah, her best friend left her purse and her phone on the table, so she grabbed the stuff. She goes back to the hotel and tries to get she gave her room key to the best friend to go back to the hotel room because she said she left hers. So she realized that. So she goes to the counter to get another key so they can let her in. Or yeah. And they're like, this room has been paid for and checked out of. First of all, what? That's to me, it's like, why would you do that? So her best friend paid for it and checked out of the room, like didn't tell her nothing. Just so whoop, like
So she's left without a room now. I
yes,
think I missed that part, but go ahead.
yes, her she checked out of the room, didn't say nothing to her. So she just leaves from the restaurant and checks out of the room. Yeah, and so now friend is not don't got a room, which yeah, that was the first thing. I was like, wait a minute. All right, so we continue the story. She calls the friend's ex-boyfriend, pretty much like asks where she's at, what's going on. Tells him pretty much, she been acting weird and all that. And he's like, you gotta let her tell you that. That's not my place to tell you. And that's pretty much
He
it.
knew what was going on.
Hmm. 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 And so I forget how she comes to the conclusion. I don't know if he told her or like what, but either way, the hotel that we're staying, it was like a strip of hotels. I don't know if she checked her location. I don't know how she figured out where to go, but she ends up going to the other hotel and pretends she's drunk so she can get into the room. He must have told her. I promise I just watched all of these to refresh my memory. But I don't remember that piece. How did she know which hotel to go? Somebody had to tell. It must have been he. Oh, yes. She told him what was up, told him she checked out the room and all that. He still had her on his Find My, her phone. So he tracked her location, told the girl where she was at. She's like, all right, bet. So she goes to the hotel. She, does the little play thing so they let her in. She plays drunk. Oh, I forgot my key.
There I go
So,
playing games again.
well, you got to do what you got to
I go
do.
playing games again.
But in this case, you got to do what you got to do. You got to
Yeah,
get in the room.
this was needed.
um, so she did that. She gets the key. She gets in the room. She hides in the bathtub because nobody's in there. First, she knocks on the door. They don't answer. So she gets in. She hides in the bathtub. Then she hears them come in. She hears voices. Shoot, I skipped the part. Let's rewind. At the table, she goes through the phone before she calls the boyfriend. Who does she see conversation between in the phone? She see that best friend been talking to her mama, been talking to this friend's mama a whole lot. So she's like,
Mm-hmm.
what is going on? So then that's when she called the ex-boyfriend. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, that's not my story to tell. I let her tell you. All right. Back to current day. She's hiding in the bathtub in the new hotel room. She hears two voices. It's her mama and her best friend. And she like, what is going on? Um, so then yeah, those details aren't important. She's in there. She tries to hide. Her phone is on her on vibrate in the bathtub, so they hear it. And they're like, Ayo, what was that? She was gonna try to hide, but there was no more point at that point. So she comes out and they're like, oh shoot, what are you doing here? And
What you mean?
I
What I'm doing
don't even
here?
think I don't even think she gave anybody time to explain. She grabs up best friend like, Ayo, what is going on? Um and
Yeah,
they
because she deserved from the canceling the darn room.
yeah,
So you already had a whooping coming anyway.
I think reading the conversation, she kind of gathered that. Oh yes, yes. So during in the conversation that she read, it was like I can't. She allegedly she made her she gathered that they were together,
Mm-hmm.
and like apparently there was a baby, and then there wasn't one. It's like um. Well, not there wasn't one. I was trying to say it nicely. Like she got rid of one because
Oh, okay.
I
I was like, wait.
was I was trying to gently put it,
Sorry.
but
My bad. I didn't get it.
it was like
A little slow at that. All right. There was and
but
then
yeah,
there
like she
wasn't.
gathered. Yeah, there was a baby and then there wasn't. But
Mm-hmm.
she saw that and then she was like, like yeah, she saw about the breakup, but like from that she gathered that them two were together, so she's already hot. So yeah, she hops out the tub. She sees him. She grabs up best friend.
Peekaboo.
They about to tussle or they are tussling, and then there's a knock on the door,
Knock,
and
knock, knock, knock.
then her boyfriend shows up, and she's like, "Hey, yo, what are you doing here? Why are you at this room?" He grabbed her up because she's hot. She done already went to work on best friend,
As she should.
and he grabbed her up. He like, calm down, cause it's not what you think this is. He let her go. She swung on him. So he grabbed her up again. It's like, hey, chill. So he explains that he explains that best friend called him because she was afraid that once friend found out about what was going on, she was gonna alive them.
You ain't
And
think about that before you did this. See, this
why
is what
you
I be
doing this
talking
drip?
about. If you
I
already know that your friend is crazy, why would you even do something like that? Like, is it?
I don't know. I don't
Is the
know.
lust
So
that good to where you are willing to put your life in jeopardy? Like, is it worth it? Now you're in here getting beat up by your best friend.
while her mama watched.
Because
Apparently she swung at her mama too. Um So yeah, every she was at the anybody can get it point until he explained. She called me because she thought she pretty much knew it was about to go down, and then I called her boyfriend, her ex boyfriend, to confirm it, and he confirmed it. She
Oh,
felt some
now
type
he
of way,
want to confirm.
yeah, she felt some type of way, like why he could tell you but didn't want to tell me. Um, so yes, that gets cleared up, and she realizes he just came for her. So it's not a whole little threesome with her boyfriend, her best friend, and her mama. It's just her mama and her best friend. So then that's when the whole story comes out. Comes to find out, best friend and her ex boyfriend met her friend's mom and dad at a swingers party, and
Okay.
they were swinging together.
Mm-hmm.
And then
The
eventually it just turned into an affair with mom and best friend.
okay.
Somewhere in that process there was a baby. They didn't know who was the daddy. Was it friend's daddy, or was it best friend's boyfriend? Which is why they made it all go away. They paid her to make it go away. They paid her a lot, apparently. And that's why so she hadn't been the same since then. Like that was one of the things that put her in her feelings. But they were still together, so she obviously wasn't that much in her feelings anyway. So somehow the foursome turned into a twosome, and so best friend ends up breaking up with her boyfriend. She friend finds out during all of this her mom is leaving her dad. She calls her daddy to confirm. He like, oh yeah, that's true, but I'm free now, so I'm good, pretty much. So yeah, she ends up leaving after all that. Yeah, after all the drama, she leaves. Couple years later, her and her boyfriend end up getting married. Um, ex best friend's ex boyfriend is in the wedding, and dad is at the wedding. Oh, fiance encouraged her to invite them, even though they weren't talking.
Wait, because I was like, wait, they
It was
were
his idea.
they at the darn, and I would tell him no, absolutely not,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
and at first she was like no, but somehow he convinced her, and she ended up
Ain't no
caving. And then
convincing me to do
she
nothing.
she invited them, but didn't expect them to come. But they
Nope,
pulled up at the reception
nope, nope, nope.
and decided to show up and was like, "You want us to take some pictures?" And Shawty like, "Nah."
Like what?
Oh, because
Wait,
also,
the ex best friend showed up with mom.
yeah, they were still together. They
Mm.
showed up to the wedding reception together. One of the other details, once everything was all out in the open, and mom proceeded with the relationship with the best friend. Mom cut off family. She quit talking to them. She would call the dad every once in a while for some reason, and she would post every once in a while, but she wasn't really rocking with the family like that.
But you think
Even
you
though
want, and then but then you come to my wedding
she came to the wedding, and
after you haven't even talked. Okay, right
then
now I'm not displaying forgiveness, so I'm so sorry. This is just crazy to me.
insane. Because then you pull up, I hadn't talked, blah blah blah. You pull up, hi, you want to take
That's
some
the people
pictures?
you need to be charging $1,000 to come, or sending a no invite invitation.
Oh Lord. But then she even tried to play, telling me some, oh, I see your daddy's here. It looks like he hasn't moved on. I must have held a special place in
You
his
thought that
heart.
was funny? Oh my
She
gosh!
did. She did. But comes to find out, the dad is now with the auntie, mom's sister. Auntie was like, back up off my man, pretty much. And then ex best friend is sitting there looking sad because her ex boyfriend was in the wedding, and she was like, "Oh, he had a baby," and she was like, "Yep, and he's married too." So, so like to recap, there was friend, best friend, best friend ends up with friend's mom. Friend and boyfriend were fine. Them two stayed together and got married. Dad ends up with mom's sister. ex-boyfriend moves on, gets married, has a baby, lives happily ever after, and then mom and ex best friend go to the car and argue. No, go ahead.
Because when I heard the story, like, of course, I'd be forgetting some things. I didn't
Hmm.
realize that the father had started dating the aunt.
Yeah, they slid that in at
I
the end.
heard the part where the ex best friend's boyfriend had moved on, got married, and had a baby. But
Hmm.
I missed the part where the father had moved
Hmm.
on, but to his
His
aunt.
his ex-wife's
Her, yeah, the
sister.
sister,
Yeah.
the auntie.
Yep. Yep. But was that not crazy, y'all?
But see, y'all probably don't want to hear this, and that's fine with me. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Uh,
But you see how again your lust it took you through all of this. But do y'all see how it just took you through all of that, all of this trouble? Like what? I just this is the worst.
I
Like
think them
I
deciding to swing with them alone was wrong. Like, you know, that's your daughter's friend. Don't be swinging with your daughter's friend and her boyfriend. Go find somebody else. Y'all was at a party. I'm sure there was another couple there willing to get down. But then it just all went downhill from there.
when I thought it could get worse. And I think it is going to get worse because well, not yet, but I mean, what is wrong? I just this is like soap operas. It's a Tyler
Yeah.
Perry movie.
Yeah.
Yo, okay. Well, what's the oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord.
What would you I don't know if I should ask that question. I'm going to do it anyway cuz it's entertaining. What would you have done?
What would I have done in this situation we just talked about?
Mhm.
First of all, everybody will be cut off. You know what? I wonder if I can cut people off but still forgive them. Like, is that
Oh,
forgiveness? Can I cut people off but
that's
forgive you from afar? Can
yeah.
I do that? Can I do that, Jesus?
I mean, that's like people when you like distance yourself from a sitch,
Or
but
forgive
you
but don't
forgive them. Like,
forget.
yeah.
Let me do some studying.
But like that's
But
because some situation, or that's just like yeah, like some situations you end up with no contact with the person, but you still have to forgive them. So I mean,
yeah, I'll definitely be cutting everybody off.
everybody like even her daddy. Well, her daddy did swing with her friends. I mean, I figured he was the least at fault in the sitch, but he did initially swing with them. So I mean, he didn't blow nobody's stuff up though. Best, I don't know.
I'll be
It's
cutting
mixed.
everybody off.
So like
That
everybody who
that
though?
boy, the ex's boyfriend wouldn't be in the wedding.
Okay.
The
Your
mother,
mama and the
the
best friend.
ex best friend, none of them,
Mm,
nobody. The fact
gotcha.
that y'all kept this going and didn't even tell me, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at my daddy sideways too. Mm-hmm. All of y'all, every single one of y'all, go swing
Oh,
somewhere else. Go
and
swing at somebody else's place. Hmm.
he was upset that the mom told them they were getting a divorce without him. So like they had already decided, but they just hadn't told her yet. So then he was upset that she told
Well,
her.
you upset about that, but you know upset that you tell your daughter that you didn't sleep with her ex best friend. You're so sad. I can give two craps. I can't. These stories making me upset and mad. I don't like
Uh-oh.
them. Cause y'all out
Uh-oh.
here playing, and everybody we've talked about has been married, right? Well, this
Yeah.
last one she wasn't married yet, but
No, 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 no.
oh
Yeah,
no,
correct.
the mom and dad were married though.
Yeah, they
But
were.
y'all out here playing.
But even not even that though. Like the first thing we pointed out, you gonna leave me at a restaurant and go check out of my hotel room and not tell
And
me?
now I have nowhere to stay because you have checked out of the freaking hotel. Cause you said that you boning my mama.
You checked out, left me stranded to go link up with my mama. Why was mama there? That's those are the questions I have. This supposed to be a girls trip because you in your feelings about breaking up with your dude, but you done called my mama to come meet you, and you left me hanging for my mama.
And I'm sure the mom knew that her daughter was there. So none of y'all care about me. So why are y'all at my wedding? Y'all didn't care enough about me that I'm now don't have a hotel room. So why should I care that y'all be at my wedding? See, see, Jesus, I don't know how you did it because you forgave. Okay.
He did.
Oh my gosh. This type of stuff. Did this happen back then, Jesus? I'm sure it did. I'm sure some crazy stuff happened back then. Oh, 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 you still forgave us all. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get. No, I'm not sorry because what's this next story?
I
Stupid
mean,
people that made me
it,
mad.
it might actually be a little similar, but let's go for it.
All
So let's
right,
go.
so y'all, we got another freaking story for
I told
y'all.
you this was just gonna be wild stories back to back.
I look so happy here. You do. This one of the videos where he dies at the end, ain't it? Oh, that's so sweet. Right in front of Mickey Mouse. All right. He gonna die at the end of the video, bro. My mother had a ring hitting her. Bro, I hate crying for other, like, strangers on the internet. I don't know why we got married 11 months later and then he died. That's so tough. We had a twin daughter. I hate crying for other strangers, but 7 months later, he died. He died. He had an affair with mine. I'm sorry, what?
Okay, for those of you that are just listening and did not see the video, he kind of read what was on the screen, but then he mumbled through some of it. But pretty much, there was a boy and a girl. They dated in high school. Right after they graduated, he took her. The family went to Disney and he proposed to her. The whole family was there. The dad recorded the whole thing. The mom was even the one holding the ring for him. 11 months after that proposal, they got married. And then 5 years after that, they had two twin girls through IVF. So that tells you they had probably been trying for a minute. And then 7 months after that, he had an affair with her mother. And yeah. So then I was reading the comments, and then the update is pretty much they ended up breaking up, and um I don't know if the mom went back to the dad, but either way, they end up breaking up, and the dad blamed the daughter for the whole thing, for breaking up the family. And like, yeah.
For doing what? For doing what exactly, Dad? What did she do? What exactly did she do to break up the family? Hmm.
That's
What
what
did she
I'm
do?
like.
I need you to make a video. I need you to tell us what she did to break up the family. Not her boyfriend, not the
Right.
mama, not your wife, but your daughter.
It's all her fault that your wife cheated on you with her husband. Yeah. I think it's like she no longer has contact with her family, which,
I don't blame her.
yeah.
None of them fools.
I'm
None of
trying to
them.
find it.
I'm I'm
I'm
just
pretty
trying
sure.
to figure out because it's a lot of money in this video. Y'all spent all that money to go to Disney World. It is not cheap.
Mm-mm.
You got a ring.
Mm-hmm.
You went through IVF with this, which is expensive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was trying to scroll, but that's pretty much what happened. The boyfriend, they didn't even stay together, and yeah, dad blamed her for everything, and she done talk to none of them. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Where
I
that
mean,
lawyer at? I need the lawyer to come to this one too. After she finished with the first one, I need her to come to this
Lord,
one.
yeah, that's crazy. Like you're as a mother, you sit and watch her go through all that. She gets married, and then she has to go through the process of IVF, and literally months after the babies get here, them babies ain't even one, and you done took their daddy.
And then it's two. There's some more money. She had two.
Two of them.
Two
Two of them.
twinsies.
Two little girls.
You take her through it. You see how emotional that is? I'm sure she loves Disney World. I would be. I love Disney World. You
Mhm.
took her to Disney World. You proposed at Disney World. Oh my gosh, I got a ring. We've been together since high school, whatever. And we're married. And we having issues with getting pregnant, and I'm doing IVF or whatever. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, we finally get pregnant. Oh my gosh, we're having twins.
Mhm.
And I'm sure she's probably going through the postpartum after, and then come to find out some more emotional crap. My husband is sleeping with my freaking mother. Oh, and let's not stop at that. My dad is blaming me for everything.
That's crazy. I just
She
that's
was
crazy.
minding her business.
Literally.
Minding her business, doing what she's supposed to do, being there, having babies, getting married, being a daughter, being a wife.
Yeah.
I
I just
can't.
like how does a mother do that? I had another crazy one, but I left it off. I'll tell you about it later because I didn't send it to you. We don't have
Like at
time for
this point, I feel so heavy right now.
Oh no. We can
Like I
skip to the last one. We don't have to put them through this. That's up to you though.
I mean, people like the drama. I don't know. I can go to the next one because this one is the worst of them of all. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
this the
Yeah.
worst of all. But this is our last one. All right, here we go. Hold on, let me wait.
Did y'all see the story
Can
about
you
the girl
hear
who
it?
went through her dude's phone and what she found out when she went through
Yeah.
the phone? TikTok is better than TV, baby. They better not get rid of this app. So apparently they was at home or whatever. Dude had his phone on a charging case on the counter. So she swapped her phone with his phone and went in the bathroom. Let me tell you, that was smart actually. Because he would have thought his phone was just in the same spot and not it was a switch phone. But let's carry on with the story. She goes through the phone. He was texting a woman, nothing too serious. She keeps scrolling and she don't see nothing until she come across a chat with him and his homeboys. And these his good friends, like friends she didn't know that he had since he was little. They've all known each other. She going through the chat, we talk amongst our friends. Like, people say don't look through my pictures, don't look through my screenshots, but check that chat between me and my best friend. Stuff like that. She was going through the chat to see what the boys had going on. Why one guy say I didn't test positive? Didn't test positive for what, my dear? But then her baby daddy and another one was like, I did. Y'all, they didn't test it positive for HIV. I did not expect this plot twist, like at all. I would have rather it been something going on with the first girl that she seen, but she didn't find nothing. She found something worse. I would have flipped the whole house.
Here's the second part, y'all.
So this is part 2, and I did tag the original poster in the first video, but I want y'all to know that is not her. Her friend gave her permission to come on here and tell her story and give awareness. So what I didn't tell you in the first part was that the name of the group chat was Bang Bros. The girl whose story we're talking about, her name is Armani. Armani was 3 months pregnant. Her and the baby daddy got into it. He left. When he came back, she was 7 months pregnant. So after she goes in the bathroom, seeing the group chat called Bang Bros, she gets sick. She starts throwing up. Baby daddy comes in the bathroom, asking her what's going on. He
I
sees
just
the phone
realized
in
the
her
name of
hand.
the
He
group.
knocks her out. She's 7 months pregnant, guys. She said she comes to. She was passed out. He's nowhere to be found. He trashed the apartment. He cut up the baby stuff. So all of this is the reason why baby daddy said at 3 months that he did not want the baby anymore, because he had been doing all of this stuff. So she's 7 months pregnant, about to be eight, worried about if her or the baby have HIV. It's just a really crazy world. So the friend wants to bring awareness to her friend's story, and she also wants to tell people, if this is the life you live in, keep the women out of it. Be, honest with your partners. Why hurt somebody else because you on a DL?
Jail. Jail. Or I need the attorney from the first one to come handle this too. But see, they not even married, right? They just in a relationship.
He left and came back while she was pregnant. He left while she was pregnant, came back while she was more pregnant, and then put his hands on her while she was 7 months pregnant.
Jail.
Knocked her out because she found out what kind of stuff you had going on. You did all this. You got this whole group. You banging your friends. Y'all, your friends banging each other. You done caught something. You have not told her. She is pregnant with your child. Now they got to figure out whether or not they good. And you put your hands on her because she figured it out. Because you couldn't be honest. Because you out here cutting up. And then you tear up the house and cut up all the baby clothes. So now she got to re-get all of that stuff and deal with the fact that you done knocked her out. And that you might have gave her something. I don't know what's wrong with people. It's a
Jail.
crazy, it's a crazy world we live in. People are
Or
trash.
or adding more holes to you.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
well then still jail. That is, unless you
Exactly.
don't get caught. But
Exactly.
'cause I don't know. Maybe he won't snitch because he obviously not telling truths about other things. That's a lie. I feel bad for her having to even deal with this sitch. I hope they're good. A lot of people was like, well, they would know by now because in all the tests, that they run on you while you're pregnant. But
Yeah.
I yeah, I guess they're saying by her being 7 months, she would have known if she had something. But like
Yeah.
I don't know the logistics of how all of that works and how fast stuff shows up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's super sad for her. Like I feel for her.
Yeah. I hope she doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
I hope the baby is fine. I hope she doesn't have anything. I hope this is a lesson learned to, again, not just be giving yourself to people who you really don't know.
I mean, that was her
Well, she
man though.
probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she thought
I just,
he out here banging his friends, banging banger bros, which is
which I missed.
no, I don't.
I
Yeah, no. I heard it the
missed.
first time. Yeah,
And like the girl said, like, you want to do that? Like, leave the females alone. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. If that's what you want to do, because look at you. You put in both her and her child in y'all's child in danger. And you talking about you didn't want to have it, but you didn't want to tell her straight up why.
yeah, yep,
I
yeah.
don't even know. I don't even know what to say because I have no words. I have no words. People are out here really playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it I know it's not everybody, but that makes me nervous to want to date because, well, not really, because of course I'm not doing anything until marriage. So And most of the people, you know, exit out anyway after knowing that, which is fine with me. Thank you. Save me the time. Save me the heartache. So I don't know. It's like you can't trust nobody nowadays. Like people out here being careless with their lives, with other people's lives. Ain't nobody taking marriage serious. Not some people not taking marriage serious, playing with that. Not taking parenting serious. Y'all sleeping with y'all's kids, boyfriends and husbands.
And friends.
And friends. Goodness.
Yep. It's crazy. Of course, those are like the stories from the far extreme. We know it's not all chaotic, but
yeah, but the fact that people are actually going through this,
yeah,
it's crazy. Shoot. I was gonna play another video to lighten it up a little bit, but we've run out of time, and we're gonna head on to the business spotlight. It's the business spotlight. Here's the business
wait,
spotlight.
no, wait a minute. You cannot, Lord.
Here's the business spotlight.
Together. The people are stupid, but they don't let it bother you like that. Knock on it.
This is put a damper on my spirit.
You cannot just you cannot drag into the business spotlight like that. You better get some excitement and joy about yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
that is hilarious.
Who is it today? Shonda, I ain't even gonna let her do you like that. You
Shonda, I love you, okay?
Try again. Let's go.
Okay. Let me
You ain't got to sing, but get you some energy about yourself.
I was just about to give it to y'all direct and straight. So I'm playing no games.
Excited about it or something.
I'm tired of the games. I was about to just be direct.
This is
this is the business spotlight. This is the business spotlight.
Let's go.
Business spotlight, y'all. Today's business spotlight goes to Shonda Draughn. Okay, she is a realtor in Raleigh, North Carolina. She does real estate in the RDU area, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill areas. And she works for Muse Realty Group, RDU. And you can find her on. Oh, I forgot. So I know Shonda from college. She went to UNC Chapel Hill, and of course I went to NCCU. So we met through mutual friends, and yes, I've just known her ever since. So yeah, she does realty right now, real estate, in the RDU area. You could find her on Instagram. This is her personal page. Well, yeah, her personal page, Shonda Draughn. Her @ is the Triangles Housewife. All one word, the Triangles Housewife. Is where you can find her at on Instagram. She has a link on there to the Muse Realty Group, RDU. So if you click on that, you can go look at the properties that they have available. You can look at the team and all of the things. What else? And yeah, you can connect with that realty group from there. They have a lot of nice properties. I see her doing videos and things like that on her page, showing the properties. Very nice properties. She does a very great job. Just want to let you know, Shonda, I am super proud of you. Congratulations on everything. Love you, the family, and so glad to see you guys doing so well. And doing your thing, girl. I love it. Yes. So that is Shonda Draughn, the Triangle's housewife on Instagram. Also, you can go to her actual real estate website. That is www.muserealtyrdu.com. You can check them out, look at some properties, get with her if you are, in the market of buying a home, a townhome, anything. They do all of the things. So get with her, y'all, if you're in the area, the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area. And yeah, hit Shonda up for all your real estate needs. And that is the business spotlight, guys. Yay.
Yay.
I don't know. I am sweating. Shiny. Shiny, 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 shiny. All right. Y'all, thank you for joining us for another episode of Hey Fave. It was crazy.
It was kind of like a reaction, just not like a. It was like a live, like a reaction,
Yeah.
a recap.
And y'all got my true reaction. It just
Let
it
us
just makes
know.
me
What,
sad.
oh, for sure. I just didn't want to think of it like describe it as like a live reaction because we had seen all of these before, but just hearing them again just still crazy. But y'all, if y'all have any stories that are crazier than these, please let me know because to
I'm
me
sure
this
there's some.
these people's crazy. But continue. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we hope y'all like it. I hope that y'all learning lessons from this or something. So just don't do it. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share with all your family and your friends. And we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.